being joined by an Africa Affairs analyst, Tony Agbons. He will be talking to us more regarding the visit of the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Good evening, Tony.
Thank you. Yeah, good evening, Marco. Thank you. Really happy to see the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and the lovely wife, Meghan, right there in Nigeria.
This visit, what's the significance of this visit in relation to the already exiting, bilateral relations with Nigerian government and the government of the United Kingdom?
Oh, this is it's a very important, significant visit, and I think it's a big scoop for the Nigerian military, especially the Chief of Defense Staff, General Chris Musa, who has been able to pull this off. And I must tell you, I'm here in the UK, and all eyes are on Nigeria. You know, we hear a lot of news about Nigeria, but this is very good optics, and it's looking good. And it's, again, one way to support the effort of our gallant military men and women who are putting their lives on the line in the defense of our country, securing our country, and some of them even paying the supreme price, the supreme sacrifice. And those who have not, have suffered very life-changing injuries, debilitating injuries, and of which the Invictus game is something that they enjoy.
I'm talking about paying the supreme price. There are people living with disabilities as well as war veterans of the Nigerian army all across the country. And couldn't the Nigerian government have thought about recreational activities for its own veterans?
Yeah, absolutely, Ogum. That is expected. But I think, I'm not in the military, but I have friends, you know, both in the rank and file of the military. And I know that there are rehabilitation centers, one of which Prince Harry and the wife, they are visiting right there in Kaduna, you know, in north-central Nigeria. But you are right. It is something that, you know, the Nigerian government should have thought of before now. But I don't think it is too late. I even hear that Nigeria, they are even thinking of hosting this game soon. You know, we just participated in the last edition that was held in 2023 in Düsseldorf in Germany. I think Nigeria may likely host the Invictus game very soon. So that may just be, you know, a springboard for us, even having maybe a Nigerian type of the game, West Africa, or even an African version of it.
All right, apart from the games, right, how do you see, you know, the involvement of Nigeria's own veterans, war veterans, and other people living with disabilities, being carried along in international affairs and collaboration regarding people with disabilities, war veterans, and what have you, to make them more relevant and involved?
Oh yes. You see, with this game, I was reading some reports. I think an injured Nigerian soldier, I can't remember his name now, but a corporal, he was saying that after he participated in a game, the last one in Germany, that that game gave him the impetus, it gave him the courage to just, move on with his life. The psychological trauma that these men and women of the armed forces, they go through, during war or during fighting insurgency, banditry, and other security infraction that is going on in our country. So it gives them that self-belief, it gives them that balance as regards their mental health, and it gives them that psychological boost that despite their injuries, because when you see this Invictus game, you see the level of injuries, some amputated arms and legs and limbs and all that, some with damages in the eyes, everywhere. So it gives them that self-belief, and they begin to feel, more human again, and then they begin to love life. So I think that psychological aspect of it is very, very important.
Thank you so much, Tony Agbons. He is an African Affairs commentator. Thank you so much for being a part of the News Hour.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.